There are a few things that link grifters, especially grifters on the topic of COVID. One is making nonsensical claims. The other is pushing alternative medicines, even if those medicines aren't actually a medicine for the thing they're being claimed to treat. And even if they have incredibly negative side effects, like potentially turning you blue. Yes, blue, colloidal silver, which is being pushed as a cure to COVID, can do that. And we've got a little bit of a video promoting this product by apparently future blue man, Candace Owens. Take a look at this.
Any questions? Colloidal silver. I take colloidal silver every single day. I love colloidal silver. That is a great one. And that is another one that people probably know nothing about.
Well, some people don't know anything about it, I guess, because it's not medicine. It's certainly not medicine for COVID. It is something that, we were talking with Brett Jenk a little bit ago, and he was at one point doing a video way back in the days of viral video film school about that being used as a treatment for other things. It's just whenever there's a random thing that pops up, colloidal silver is one of the things that quacks online will promote as a treatment for it. Even though if you talk to doctors, you talk to the Mayo Clinic, it has no valid medical purpose. There's potential dangers as well. One of the most common is that it can cause seizure or organ problems. You will probably be okay, except for the COVID that's going around. But it also has a famous side effect, argyria, a condition that turns users' skin a bluish gray color, usually permanently. Despite those risks, colloidal silver has sometimes been embraced by political outsiders, including some libertarians seeking treatments for a variety of illnesses outside of the medical system. And what do you know? In time for COVID, it's popping up once again with people like Candace Owens telling you that you shouldn't get vaccinated, you should take some silver liquid instead.
Yeah, I think this is the funniest thing I've ever seen. I have a couple of theories on what they're trying to do, including becoming the new version of the Smurfs. But first, I want to show you pictures of what this looks like when it goes wrong, because this is hilarious. So let's show you a picture of a man who took this colloidal silver and yeah, no joke, that's what he looks like. That's Paul Carrison, but there was also a state legislator that took it and looked similar. He wasn't quite as blue, but he was definitely blue-gray. But this is what it can look like, and that's Papa Smurf right there, okay? And it's permanent. Look, John, I have a different theory. They want to turn themselves blue so then they can call Democrats racist for being against blue people. What do you think?
Think maybe you're onto something. No.
More colloidal silver victims right there.
Those guys do not have to worry about COVID. Like, not at all. You'll notice they're not wearing masks. Why would they? They're already blue. But anyway, like if you go back to the photo of the actual guy, I don't know, maybe this is like controversial or whatever, like, and don't do this, I think it looks kind of cool, honestly. Like, especially with the white facial hair. I don't know, it looks interesting. Let's mix things up. But there's look, the actual answer is and always has been very simple, especially for COVID. Get vaccinated, get boosted if necessary, wear a mask, and try not to be around a lot of other people who might expose you to COVID. That's the entire thing. And we can do that, and we can do that together, and we can keep ourselves and others safe as a society, but they don't want to be a part of that. They need their own thing. They need their own brand, their own identity. And when I say they, I mean the right, but I also mean individual grifters like Candace Owens. They have to have something that binds their group together, and nothing does that like being in opposition to something. And so they're in opposition to common sense, rationality, and actual medicine. And so hydroxychloroquine, ivermectin, now colloidal silver, God only knows what else. These don't actually, like at least in this case, it seems less likely to have negative health side effects other than the possible rare instance of turning blue than some of the other things. So I guess I would prefer that they waste their time and money on this. But it's unfortunate that some people who will choose to trust people like Candace Owens rather than keeping themselves safe as we hit record COVID cases will instead drink down silver.
Yeah, maybe it's a part of evolution. Then we could tell who they are easier. Oh, that's the morons. Everyone in blue is a moron, right? Or not in blue, but on blue. Blue.
Of blue.
Yeah, of blue. Maybe they got jealous of the blue wave and they thought, oh yeah, we'll show you a blue wave. Okay, is that blue I see? Apparently. Okay, but guys, now the serious note. Now, why do they go to like quack medicine like this? Well, there's two reasons. Number one, they're trying to do this rebel, populist, cool outsider shtick, right? But they don't actually want to be rebels or outsiders or populists. So if they wanted to, they would tell you the media is lying to you. They lie to you all the time. And what is it why does the media lie to you? Why do the politicians lie to you? Because they all agree that corporate rule is awesome and that you should all give giant tax cuts to corporations, which Trump did and the media celebrated, right? That's the one thing that he did and that's the one thing they loved. And deregulate all the corporations, including the media companies, so they can have more and more power. But the right-wing leaders actually love that, and they get paid by those guys. So they can't actually direct you towards things that make sense. You have this instinct, and you're right, that the politicians are liars, that the media is lying to you. But they can't tell you the real reason why, because they love the real reason. They're part of the real reason because they love giving everything to the corporations. So they got to invent something absurd. Oh yeah, it's, you know what? It's the pharmaceutical companies, and then don't worry about OxyContin and all that stuff today. They actually made money on stuff, but it's that's what it is. So that's why you shouldn't take the vaccine, and then you should take ivermectin. But ivermectin is also made by the pharmaceutical companies. Shh. It's all a racket, guys. It's all a racket. But then there's a second layer to it, John, where the grifters then come in and go, look, I don't care about my own audience, viewers, readers at all. They're just suckers to take advantage of. That's Candace Owens 101, Alex Jones 101, etc. So what am I gonna do? And by the way, this is an old school racket originally done by Pat Robertson and the Religious Clowns, right? Oh, I have a miracle shake. Oh, I have a testosterone shake thing that's gonna make you manly. And now it's like, oh yeah, we have this great thing. It's gonna prevent COVID, and it'll make you a Smurf. But whatever, it's awesome, right? And what do you do next, John? Well, you have to pay Candace Owens to buy the colloidal silver. You have to pay Alex Jones to buy his stupid miracle shake. Pat Robertson, same thing. They're making money off of turning you into Smurfs, you dumbasses. Okay, you have to know when and how to understand concepts like, yes, companies often lie to you for profit. Then figure out why, how. Hey, they incentivize a certain percentage of doctors through conferences, etc., to spread the painkillers and pretend that it doesn't cause you problems, and then they get the media to play along, etc. You could see exactly how that racket works. It's logical, it makes sense. They do it for profit, and they're lying for profit. The other side says all of the doctors, not just some companies, every doctor on the planet is lying, and instead you should turn yourself blue with something that doesn't work. Come on, guys, please use your minds. And I know you guys are sad about the state of political affairs and it's making you blue, but don't go down this road. They're grifters and it's super obvious.
It's also super obvious that commenter who brought up dad jokes definitely put that idea in your mind. Because we've been getting them.
I don't know what you're doing.
Anyway.
Thanks for watching The Young Turks, really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.